Roll? Yeah. Good stuff. So, as usual, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So, that's our introduction, but also bringing some level of sacredness. If it's too hot, please.
Shall I turn it off now, then, guys, or is it because you're too hot?
No, I'm just asking. I'm good.
Are you guys all right with the heat, or shall I turn it off? Should we leave it on?
You know me.
Till we mean here.
Sorry, guys,
I'm
we're
sorry.
coming. We're coming. All right. So, yeah, all right. Good stuff. Okay. So, today, I thought today's session really what we should be maybe focusing on is I'll ask the question. I'll ask this last Sunday, and I think I want to start our session with these 4 questions. Number 1, what did you do for your mental health today?
I went out for a really long walk with the dog.
Okay. All right. What did you do for your emotional health today? Okay. What did you do for your physical health today? You can't have one fits all.
Ladies are multitaskers.
Yeah. Okay. What did you do for your spiritual health?
I meditate every morning.
Okay. So that's your mental health.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. So mental health. So we'll say for mental health, so let's define them. And I agree. Taking your dog for a walk. Oh, I mean, what more do you want? Yeah. What more do you want? But let's look at tasks that we can separate as a activity that we can do that addresses these 4 parts. So meditation is for your mental health. Yeah. Meditation is your mental health, unless you then combine it with a bit of a candle, some sacred space, and some mantras and some prayers, then it becomes something different. Then it becomes like your spiritual health. Right? But meditation, let's just look at it as our mental health, focusing on the breath, becoming aware of ourselves, mental health. Now there are people, and so I've had this conversation today, where someone is concerned that whenever they sit, they're overwhelmed with thoughts of all this fear-mongering around us, and so it's difficult to meditate. So my advice really would be that it's important that we don't repress stuff. The further you press things down, the stronger they get, and more importantly, they will overwhelm you when you don't expect it. So important to sit even with the discomfort. Remember, they're only thoughts. They can't do anything to you. They are only thoughts. Yeah, thought can't kill you, can't harm you unless you accept it and act upon it. There's a difference between you and your thoughts. You are not your thoughts, right? You have them, but you're not that. So mental health, meditation, mindfulness, body scan, anything like that, mental health. Emotional health. What do you think would be emotional health? Give me an example. Talking to someone else, yeah, could be good. Good. What do you think is the nature of compassion? How, if I said to you, draw me a graphic of compassion, how would you draw it? Hugging, caring, holding hands, yeah, stroking, all right. But you'll notice it's you, and your one act upon another. It's hugging someone else. It's holding their hand. It's comforting them. It's speaking to them. What do you do likewise for yourself? So do you sit with your heart? Do you hug yourself? Say, oh, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. It's okay. The world's mad. Yeah? How often do we do that? So that's emotional health. Yeah, that's emotional health. Something in which you can express care. Right? Something in which you can express care. So it could be brushing your dog. Yeah, expressing care. What did I do for my emotional health? The third thing is physical health. Going out for a walk, bit of yoga, exercise, qigong, tai chi, anything like that is always useful to do that. And the fourth is your spiritual health. Now, most of us are devoid of this kind of opening this, and we have our own versions of what we mean by spirituality. So I want to define things. So, who were you before you were you? At the age of 2, who were you? When you were in your mother, who were you? So where did you come from? Interesting. What are you doing here? Waiting for the vax? Watching the show? So these are our transpersonal questions. This is where your spiritual journey begins to unfold. Actually, what am I? Who am I? Because I've now recognized through my meditation that every time I meditate, I realize my thoughts come and go, so I'm not my thoughts. I realize there are moments I'm not even aware of my body, so I'm not my body, but I'm in this awareness. All right? So what's it doing here? So you've got this phenomenal automatic machine that works by itself. You don't have to wake your body up in the morning, do you? It awakens. You don't have to make it hungry. It knows when it needs fuel. Hasn't got a gauge saying, all right, I need some fuel. Yeah? Thirsty. So it's an automatic self-sustaining, self-healing system. Constantly moving. Constantly. And it'll always do that. As long as you don't interfere with it. So you have this form. You have awareness in this form. Life is showing you some circumstances which are interesting. Life would be boring otherwise. Can you imagine watching the same repeats over and over again? Every day, some idiot stands in Parliament and says something, and it makes us laugh. Puts a smile on our face. And we say, I bet he didn't meditate this morning. We can say there's no mental health there. There's no emotional health. There may be a physical form, but there ain't no transpersonal health there. There's no spiritual health. Because you can see, compassion is missing. Compassion is missing. It's easy to know compassion. So, what are we doing here? Why are we here? What's the purpose of your life? Is it really important to actually even ask this question? Maybe there is no importance to your life. Maybe life has no purpose. Wouldn't that be a laugh? Yeah? Again, always saying is, if we begin to explore the 4 parts of our health, so on the transpersonal course, and I'll explore spiritual terms of spiritual health as we go along. Just like you have mental health, which is contentment, peace, inner peace, that's the definition of mental health. Not what the WHO tell you or the National Health Service tells you. Because you can be a functional human being, socially interacting, but you could be broken inside. Feeling incomplete, existential crisis, all sorts of different things. Mental health, one word, contentment. Contentment. When you feel content within that moment, you're mentally healthy. When you're stressed, when you're fearful, when you're angry, when you are craving stuff, you're unhealthy. Why are you unhealthy? Because it changes your biology, changes your nervous system, We've done this before, right? So, mental health, contentment. Emotional health, self-compassion. That's where emotional health begins. Self-compassion. Be good to yourself. Because the world's going to kick you anyway. No? So it's important to be good to yourself. Important to admire how beautiful you are. Right? In fact, you have functioning eyes and ears and everything's working as best as it can do, right? Take note and appreciate that. If you lie on a bed and you're not in pain, how good does it feel? Give it some appreciation, some comfort. How good does my body feel? Yeah, self-appreciation, self-compassion. And if you can't do anything that you feel that you can't do it for yourself, then something that you can do with something like a plant or something like a child or something where there's a level of unconditionality. I'm doing it for the sake of doing it. Yeah, work with a plant, prune it, cut it, whatever it is, but working with something that you give care. Physical health we've spoken about, and the transpersonal health, to reiterate, is if you have a faith, then that is the time to open it. If you haven't got a indecisive, don't know quite what that means, then just go within and you will find the answer within you. It's there. You cannot be anything other than your roots. You cannot be anything other than your roots. And you have to look at your roots. What were your roots? And the roots may be, if it doesn't matter how far you go, but the roots have a genetic lineage that's passed on to you. That knowledge is still resident in your body somewhere. So when we look within, that spirituality, that sense of authenticity, personal health begins to open. And those people who have any kind of spiritual understanding, any kind for themselves, even religious, whatever you want to pray, whatever allows you to open that sacred space in yourself, however you do it, isn't incorrect. They're all the right ways for the right people. Yeah, but it's doing it. It's forcing yourself, it's committing yourself to open that sacred space. And that sacred space is what is your essence. It is who you are. But we choose not to look at it. We get entangled in our stories and relationships and all that kind of stuff. And we fail to look at what we truly are. And I'm not saying by doing that, we're going to become sages and that kind of stuff. But what it does do is allow you to live a life in which those factors make a difference to your quality of life, your health and well-being, and your recovery. Those people who have any of that sacred space, academic research has shown this many times. So now is the time. It's only when we're distressed we can open that box genuinely. Yeah. So it's a good time to open that. And if you don't know where to start, begin with a candle. Begin with a candle. That candle represents all that ever has been and all that will be. And we'll take it from there. Yeah. So today's session, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of mantra meditation. So for the people who haven't done mantra meditation, you're okay. Anyone, any objections in doing that? No? Okay. Mantra meditation where we're going to use sound. And the sound we're going to work with today is the sound har. Okay? Har. Okay, so you want to repeat that? Har. Okay, where does it come from when you say it? Har. Where does it come from? Does it come from here? Does it come from here? Where does it come from? Har. 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 Yeah? Where does it come from? Yeah? Yeah. You want to go there, right down this kind of part. It's a mantra that anyone can use. It has many different connotations and meanings. In essence, it means light. When you say it, it creates a vibration in your body and synchronizes things. And we're going to use the four levels of sound. So sound exists in four ways. One is when you say har, you can hear it, right? Har, 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 we can hear it. Then we're saying it just on our tongue, where we're just whispering it, only I can hear it, but you can't. Okay, that's the second. Third, when we're just saying it in our mind. And fourth, when we take it towards our heart. right? So I'll kind of guide you through it, and we'll see where we end up, and then we'll go into a nice little silent space. Okay, and one of the reasons I'm asking, introducing the hard thing is because people who can't sit and meditate, you can use the sound as a way of bringing your mind to the present moment and allowing yourself to be distracted by all the propaganda. Yeah, so it's a good meditation, hence I'm going to do it. Okay, so if you just close your eyes and close your mouth. And as you close your eyes, notice that you can see the back of your eyes. So you have awareness of darkness. Right? And you have the fact that you have awareness. See if you can recognize that. I say you have awareness, but you are awareness. The fact that there is awareness. See if you can recognize that. Okay, on your next breath in, becoming aware of your body as best as you can. And allow whatever's there to be there. You're not going to try to change anything, so you just want to notice what's going on in the body first. So we do a little body scan. Imagine there's a hula hoop above the head. Allow this hoop to come down. And we try and take a scan of our body just to notice what sensations are dominant within our body at this moment. And then when you take a next breath in, you want to notice the kind of thoughts you're having or have been having. Give your mind the permission to think whatever it wants to think. So just take a moment now as you breathe in to notice how you're feeling, just how the kind of general inner climate is at this moment. See if you can give it a label. Okay. Next breath in. Now you're going to take your focus gently to the chair that you're sitting on, or whatever seat you're sitting on, and you're going to notice that your whole body is held. It's held in position, it's held and supported. So I just want you to see if you can notice that. That whatever you're sitting on is holding you, keeping you in place. And if you can, allow the flesh of your body to slightly soften. So your back is upright and straight, but the body itself, allow it to soften a bit, if it can. Next breath in, you take your focus to the sensations where the body touches the chair or whatever you're sitting on. You make sure that you're aware of the sensations as best as you can be. And as you breathe in, you bring your awareness upwards towards your hips. And you hold your hips in awareness. You notice any sensations that are present there. As you breathe out, you bring your focus down your thighs. Take your time to notice what's going on. Notice the sensations around your knees. even on the back of your knees, back of your legs. Bring this focus down from your knees towards your ankles. Do it as best as you can, becoming aware of your feet. Notice you have toes and you have a heel. And then notice the soles of your feet if you can. Coming back to the chair or the floor you're sitting on. As you breathe in, notice how straight your back feels. Breathing in, bringing your focus now towards your lower back. And again, take your time. Wherever your intention wishes, you can take your focus. Next breath in, you bring it up to your middle back. Next breath in, bring it up to your shoulder blades. And then notice your shoulders. Breathing out, bring your focus down to your elbows. Breathing out, taking your focus to your wrists. Notice the palms of your hands. Notice the fingers on your hands. Allow your fingers to soften a bit. Sometimes we hold tension there. Bringing your focus now to your eyes. Noticing the darkness. Allowing your eyes and this part of the body to soften. Moving your focus now to your mouth, your tongue in particular. First, notice the sensations on the surface of your tongue. Does your tongue feel firm or soft? Allow it to soften. Notice your lips. Allow your face to soften and relax. Now, when you breathe in, once again, becoming aware of your body as best as you can. And again, just seeing what's going on in the body as sensations. Is there anything dominant in that? If so, locate it. Tightness, an itch, an ache, a pain. Locate. No commentary, no judgment. Now, as you breathe in, bring your focus to your chest and hold it there for a moment. Notice how the chest moves as the breath comes in and the breath goes out. Does this part of the body feel tight, closed, like a flower that has folded upon itself? Just the intention to smile can help open this part of the body. How do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? Does this moment feel enough? Or is there something missing? Are you enough by yourself? Or do you need something else to complete you? Now bringing your focus just beneath your nose. And we begin to watch the breath. And your commitment to yourself is just to hold your focus as best as you can and continue to watch your movement of your breath. If you find that your focus has drifted, notice the distraction, bring it back to your breath. Allow the breath to breathe by itself. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. Notice that there is an in-breath and an out-breath now. The in-breath has a start and an end. An out-breath has a start and an end. See if you can notice that. Notice if your breath feels fast or if it feels slow. I want you to bring your focus to the sound of your breath. And you'll notice there's a sound as the breath comes in, and there's a sound as the breath goes out. See if you can listen to the sound. You don't have to define it. You don't have to name it. You just need to listen to it. See if you can hear the sound of your breath as it comes in and as it goes out. From your next breath, I want you to recite the sound har in your mind as the breath goes out. So you're saying it within yourself. Har as the breath goes out. And as you're saying it within yourself, in your mind, you're listening to it. If your breath is slow, your har is slow. If your breath is fast, your har is fast. Listening to the sound as long as it lasts. Har as you breathe out. And now, very gently, with your open mouth, you begin to simply recite har with the breath out, but almost whispering it to yourself. Again, listening to the sound, but also aware that you're saying it. Repeating har as you say it within yourself, whispering to yourself. And now, very gently, we begin to increase the volume. Har, 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 Begin to lower our volume. Take your time. Begin to whisper it to ourselves. And then we begin to recite it within ourselves, synchronized with our out breath. Listening to it as we recite it within ourselves. From your next breath out, begin to lower the volume as you saying it within yourself. So as your breath comes out, with every breath out, the volume of heart within yourself begins to get lower and lower. As your breath becomes shorter, as your breath changes, so does the heart within yourself, going deeper See if you can notice, where does the heart begin from when you say it within yourself? Where does that sound come from? Allowing the sound to go deeper and deeper, listening deeper and deeper. Where does that sound begin from within yourself? See if you can locate that part of your body within which that sound emanates. Listening deeper and deeper within yourself. On your next breath out, simply begin to listen to all the sounds that are around you. The breath breathes by itself. While you simply begin to all the sounds around you. Sitting in that silence, just follow the bell. And for the last bell, completely allow yourself. And for the last bell, completely allow yourself to let go, merging in the silence as best as you can. Notice the timeless nature of your experience. Notice any feelings of safety, of wholeness, of peace and contentment. Once again, just following the bell to notice the stillness at the end. When you're ready, gently bringing your focus back to your breath. Sitting with your breath. Notice how the breath is flowing. When you breathe out, expand your awareness to become aware of your body. Notice that your back is straight and upright. Notice that the chair is still holding you in place. You can sense your legs, your thighs, all the way down to your feet. You can sense your back upright, relaxed. Your shoulders, arms, hands comfortable and relaxed. Your eyes are still closed, your mouth is still closed. Relax your face. Sit with your breath. Notice what happens when you just have the intention to smile. Breathing in, you can sense your body. Breathing out, you can sense your body. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw a few deep breaths in, gently bringing some of that experience back with you and coming back to the room. Take your time. Okay. Looks like everyone's back.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll leave you with some information about the heart. Most people give you gifts that last in life. No one gives you a gift that you can take after life. And heart is such a gift. I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much. Wa Khalsa, Wa Fateh.